Hi, everybody. This is Team 5. Here for the final unit. Marina is going to go ahead and start us off. We're looking at the Horizon Report K through 12 edition.
Yes, and I'm going to give a brief overview of educational technology. So in 1 year or less, we're expecting market spaces and online learning. Market spaces will be used as a method for engaging learners in creative higher order problem solving through design, construction, and iteration. Online learning is believed to be an effective catalyst for thoughtful discussion or pedagogical practice, which must go beyond providing access to lectures. In 2-3 years, we're expecting robotics and virtual reality. Robotics promote critical and computational thinking as well as problem solving among students. Engage students in a fun and exciting way. Artificial intelligence in wearable technology. Artificial intelligence personalized learning student responses and technology have potential to ignite student passion and foster creative hands-on learning activities.
So I was doing the Horizon Reports 2016 K through 12 edition, and I was focusing on administrators. So my ISTE standard was educational administrators provide digital age leadership and management to continuously improve the organization through the effective use of information and technology resources. So I actually had a little bit of difficulty finding good examples about administrators in their Horizon reports. So I decided to give a little bit of my real world experience with this. I'm not an administrator, however, these are just some of the things I've noticed that my principal does. So what she does is she asks that each child, depending on their grade level, spend an X amount of time using a program that we use called iStation in the classroom. And that program, it collects data, and so at the end of the year, we get our end of year summary report, and we print them out so that we can share those with the next grade level teacher, and so that they can have the data on the student, and they're able to see whether their child is struggling or if they're pretty on target.
That's cool. All right. So I looked at this for the ISTE standards for coaches. I just kind of looked at the developments that were made throughout the chapter. And for my standard, the standard was visionary leadership. So something I noticed just from my own experiences with all of those developments, maker spaces, online learning, robotics, VR, AI, wearable technology, those are all very incredibly recent concepts that are growing. And the thing I like and notice about them is that there's something that it's necessary for the users to look at technology as a resource and not as just a new approach to learning. It's got to be something that's fully integrated into a lifestyle for those concepts to be successful. And I think that's kind of the overall arcing pattern of these developments.
I did hi, I'm Dalfred. I did the Horizon Report Europe on 2014, their schools and the European Commission. And what they were looking at is that administrators need to support complex thinking and communication. And they also need to help support students so they can be co-designers of their own learning. They also need to create authentic learning opportunities and ensure that blending learning is taking place, formal and non-formal. Also, they need to integrate information and communication technology in teacher education, and they also need to foster growth of students' low digital competence. And the trends of what's showing what's happening in their report is that there's growing ubiquity in social media, and they need to rethink the roles of teachers. Also, the trend that is mid-range is to refocus on open educational sources and use hybrid designs. And we're doing that now in my school, and I think I told you guys about it before. We're using Schoology, where we're able to link, different websites, different learning resources where a teacher can have their their students kind of do like what we're doing in grad school. We do video conferencing. We're collaborating. We're actually coming up with new work that's being generated by the students. And so that's what we're doing. And so they want the students also to do this. And they're saying that the long range trend of this is that we need to evolve online learning, and we also have to have that data to show that this learning is taking place and be able to assess these students.
All right. Very cool. Well, we thank you for discussing with us all semester. And that's it. Thank you all.